one of these teams will continue on with their road to redemption.
And both fan favorites online. But who will the dwarf back?
Let's find out. Moist Esports, quarter-finalists back in Dallas. G2 Esports, grand finalists back in Dallas. Only one of them will be able to reach our top 8. Juicy already looking for Atomic!
Oh!
And Moist strike first!
That did not take long. Look who it is, it's Juicy. Skipping along the backboard, clatters Atomic out of the way. Joy with the easiest goal he scored in the group stage.
We already know just what last season meant to Joyo. The capitulation of one of the most celebrated rosters ever! To G2 Esports, the roster is the same. They want the result to be different.
Yeah, what's that shot by Atomic? Cash is in the net waiting for it, but he did not expect the near post accuracy. He had boost, couldn't get the save.
Both of these teams starting off incredibly well, finding their offensive opportunities, unlike the last series we had, where it just felt a little bit tentative between both pacey and complexity. That is not how either of these two teams roll. Their entire MO is all about offense, offense, offense. Do not get stuck on your side of the field. This will be a very momentum-heavy series.
Oh yeah, and I feel like it is all about the offense for both these teams. Moist yesterday had a ton of offense against FaZe. Lots of defensive mistakes. G2 are going to be looking to punish those.
Was Juicy that really was the player that stepped up the heaviest for at least my tastes, as Joyo out. Cash just fall onwards, but only as far as Chicago. Juicy controls the backboard, intercepted by Chicago, and Joyo has to get ahead. Moist Esports cannot afford to allow themselves to head into almost the automatic plays. They need to read it because G2 Esports want those interceptions.
So I like the comms there by Moist, clearly calling fakes early. That could be huge moving forwards. Moist had some big mind games against FaZe. G2 need to be on the lookout for those.
Joyo out to Cash. Instead decides to take it by himself. Cash on the same side of him though means that the recovery is going to be very difficult on the ball. And now it's carrying its way towards the goal. Joyo very happy just to control it, and now unhappy to see that his car has been wiped out. Juicy tries to force the early challenge. Now he becomes a passing option. Joyo, fast side. Will he get the ball? Oh my goodness, well, Genab's had to be aware of it.
Yeah, both teams giving each other a lot of respect right now, Shogun. They're not anticipating misses, but oh, that's a great shot, Chicago! Finds a double tap past two defenders.
Well, you talked about respect. Chicago deserves all of it. He will receive it from Moist. He will receive it from our fans in here. And G2 Esports have bounced back despite conceding first.
Yeah, all in that stealing recovery for Chicago now. Oh, wow. Nearly got a third there. Juicy needed to be quick back to defense. Joyo now looking for Cash in the middle. No flip available for him. G2 with a disciplined start here. They're not lunging in. They're not just throwing themselves at Moist. They're waiting for the clear-cut chances.
Might have another one. Early move there from Juicy. Had to. Now to the backboard. Joyo pops up. Not bumped by JNabs. This now means Joyo can do what he does best. Off the backboard! Oh. Double tap on the dunk!
That's not a bad goal. That's a decent goal, you can say. By Joyo, 2-2. He's right back to his form he had against FaZe.
Half the game gone. 2 goals each. Nothing to separate them to at least start us off here. Reminder for everybody just tuning in. 7 of our quarterfinalists are now confirmed. This is for the last! And Atomic, well positioned to stop the shot.
Yeah, G2 spreading out well there. They had coverage on the infield pass. They had coverage in the net. Moist are starting to spread the pretty thin though. Joyo's got shot. Atomic again with the save. Where's the follow-up? It's Chicago's.
Right now on the half rotation, needs some support. The cannon is there very quickly, but it's dropped down to Atomic. Joyo with Juicy on the fast lane. You notice the Cash lining himself up. Well played there by Atomic just to spot him from the blind side. Now Juicy, he popped off yesterday. Now what's he got? It's out to Joyo! Saved by Chicago.
Yeah, G2 being tested right here. Juicy starting to come alive as well. Joyo earlier already looking fantastic. G2 cannot allow Moist to get that momentum that they destroyed FaZe with yesterday. And when they get all three rolling, it's just too much.
There will always be that other part of Moist that we reference quite often, which has been the almost lack of ice, the opposite of what we had last season from them. They are a team that once something goes wrong, the domino effect does tend to go into play. Yesterday did an awful lot to try and get rid of that. As Joyo now down, in comes Juicy. Gonna have to place it well. Ooh, and he's done so.
That's another good save by Atomic, to be fair, and he nearly had the second one as well. The shot was just spinning the right way off the crossbar.
It's a 1 minute left. G2 Esports now gonna have to be on the chase here. Let's see what they've got on the kickoff. It's actually a good win for them. JNaps only with Joyo to beat. Sorry, bad kind of sentence. What do you mean only Joyo to beat?
It's proven to be quite difficult to get the ball past. Joyo swats away another G2 shot. Juicy now collecting it in defense, but that's not the spawn that Joyo wanted. Moist all appearing at the same side of the post, and now it's uncontested. Is it going to be? No, not quite. Cash gets there to deny G2.
Juicy clears long. That's so much time taken off the clock. Off the wall. Cash chases up. First challenge goes well. JNaps waits for him. A couple of players trying to attack Juicy on the goal line. He did well to avoid those bumps, and now Moist Esports wastes some time clearing to the opposite side of the field.
Oh, it's an early interception there by Juicy. Fantastic aggression in the closing seconds with a 1-goal lead. G2 need to find the ball. This is a chance now. Atomic goes infield. He's 1v1, and he's got some help. It's Atomic.
They finally found him. Joyo was being chased like it was an 80s cartoon, and Atomic just had to find where the car wasn't. 3 each. Are we going to overtime? Off the kickoff, Chicago again, they've got the same win. Almost at the 2v1. Now as Atomic puts the shot, that will not test whatsoever. And it's up to Moist, who do take us to overtime.
Now it's all about that read by Atomic. The cut-in field completely surprised Moist. They were defending the wall play. They did not expect him to go for the dribble.
Off the wall, Chicago with JNaps turning. Early challenge again, another one from Juicy. That actually puts the tables around as Atomic called in to save. Chicago out to find JNaps. Juicy's by himself again, has to get good touch. It's done well enough for now, but now they're being chased again. G2 are doing a great job communicating when to send the first man looking for demos. Now JNaps, midfield, aim for Cash already up.
Yeah, Cash going to continue now. Offloads to Joyo. Joyo denied the back corner double by Atomic, who just finds himself everywhere that the ball goes. And he's exactly where G2 need him. Atomic tied it. Atomic wins it.
A 7-goal thriller to start us off. Juicy didn't want to lunge at the ball, felt like he could potentially miss it. But unfortunately, the other option to him was allowing the shot to come in. G2 fight back, and they've got game number 1.
Yeah, this is a G2.